Swati Verma, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, today's video is all about this glowing no makeup look. I'm sure you must be wondering what does it mean by no makeup look, so I'm not gonna waste more of your time. Let's get started with the video. Also, let me tell you, it's a reverse technique that I'm gonna use in this video. So it's very special, it's very different. It's actually been used by all the celebrities for decades, you know, just to get a very natural makeup which feels like skin yet makeup. You can have full coverage for the same, but it still looks like this. Let's get started, guys. So let's start with a reverse makeup technique where you apply all the makeup, but your makeup still looks like skin, you know, it doesn't look like makeup, and you will have a natural glowing makeup. So in the reverse makeup technique, the first thing I'll be using is a moisturizer, or you can use any primer which has hydration in it. And I'll be using this one from MAC, which is Prep and Prime, the Natural Radiance Base. Just want good hydration on my face. Just applying it all over and making sure it's observed by the skin. Massage it gently. Now we'll move on to the next steps. And for the next steps, we're not going to go with the foundation first. We'll be doing opposite. So as I said, you know, reverse makeup technique. So I'll be starting with the concealer first instead of applying a foundation. Also the contour, blush, highlighter, everything before applying the foundation. And foundation will be the last layer. So I'm using this concealer from Nars. It's in the shade Caramel. It's a soft matte concealer, and I'm going with a darker shade because it also works as a corrector. I'm going under my eyes. You know, wherever you have dark circles, pigmentation, even when you want to have a no makeup look, this works, especially with this technique. And you know, the best part about reverse makeup technique is you can actually use your fingers all over. I'm also using it on the chin area, wherever you have pigmentation, you know, acne, spots, anything. You can hide it with a deeper concealer. So always remember, when I talk about a deeper concealer, it means 1 or 2 tones darker than your skin shade. Also the upper lips area, wherever I have some spots, and you know, we always have discoloration here, so you can correct that also. And also, you know, when I'm using my fingers, I have the total control. I can just stop it and, you know, make it warm also. So I like to use my fingers when I do my own makeup at least. If you see, all the dark circles and the spots, everything is just gone, pretty much gone, because dark concealers does that part. Anyway, now we'll go to the next step, which is the concealer, a lighter concealer, because I want a little brighter look under the eyes, so it looks even more accentuated. Now I'm using this high coverage creamy concealer from Huda Beauty in the shade Sugar Biscuit 12G. I'll be using it under the eyes. I want to make that area brighter, and using my finger again. So this concealer is 2 tones lighter than my skin tone. So that's how I go, you know. To correct it, I go 2 tones darker, and to make it brighter, I go 2 tones lighter. And this way, I just do 1 layer of concealer, not 2. Like, you know, so many times people go for another highlight layer. The cream highlight is useless. And I'm applying very, very less amount of the product. I'm using my finger to control the blending. Also covering my chin area, because the concealer, you know, I use a dark concealer here, so making it brighter. And this way, you know, the grayness, the ashiness won't come, because most of the times if you don't use a dark concealer or a corrector, what happens is, you know, the under eyes and the chin area gets darker later on because it oxidizes. And a little bit here, because I'm also using it as a highlight. Cover the eyelids if you want to, because I'm going to do a little eye makeup later on, so I'm just covering it right now. You don't need a primer, you can just use this concealer, the same one, so you're not really going for so many products. And now it's the time for the next product, which is a contour stick from Nudestix, and it's the shade Bondi Bay. Basically everything which is cream, and cream products are easy to blend, but before the foundation. So you're going to put the layer of foundation later on. So I'm going all over my face, wherever it's needed, the contour, especially the cheek area. I love this contour technique. Nose. I've also done so many contour videos before, so you can actually go to my other videos and check it out for the contour. I'm gonna blend it with my fingers again. You know, all the extra product goes away. You can also use a beauty blender, but as I said, you know, I just want very natural look, very glowing, but at the same time natural, which looks like skin. That's why I'm just removing all the extra product which is not needed on the face with my fingers. Next step is using a blush. I'm using this cream blush from Nudestix again, and the shade is in the Nude. I'm gonna put it wherever it's needed, the cheeks, and I also like to put it on my nose so it gives a nice sun-kissed look, and blend it very softly with my fingers. And now I'm going to use this Beauty Light Wand, the cream highlighter in the shade Glowgasm from Tilbury. So basically, as I said, you have to use everything, all the cream products, whichever we use after foundation, before foundation. And I'll tell you the trick when I use the foundation, why do we do it. Okay, so I'm just going to dab it with my fingers again, on the temples of my face. Wherever we use the highlighter, so basically I'm using the cream highlighter on all those places and the chin. Now I'll be using this tinted moisturizer, the Radiant Tinted Moisturizer from Nars, and the shade is Cuzco Medium 1.5. And as I said before, you have to put the foundation on top so that everything is visible and just minimize it, and the look looks like a no makeup look, glowing skin. But if you're going to use something which is full coverage, all the layers, all the makeup that I've done so far, everything will just go away, it'll be covered by the full coverage foundation. That's why you need to use something which is minimum coverage, like a minimum coverage foundation or a tinted moisturizer, and that's why I'm going with the tinted moisturizer from Nars. So just gonna take it on the back of my hand, a little amount, and it's really smooth. You can use a beauty blender, it's easier because it just goes faster. But as I said, very small amount. So everything which you have done before, below the foundation now, everything will be visible but very minimized. And this is how it's just gonna balance and make it look so natural that nothing is on the face. One thing I've noticed when you do the makeup with the fingers on your face, it feels like a soft massage. So you can definitely do that. And finally using a beauty blender to dab in everything together so it's all perfectly blended. But it's a moist beauty blender, it's not dry, just remember that. Going all over my face, dabbing very slowly. And now I'll be using this All Nighter waterproof setting powder from Urban Decay on the places wherever it's needed, like under the eyes, laugh lines, and whenever we talk, wherever we get the fine lines, I'm going to use it there. And the best part is, the tinted moisturizers don't really need setting powders. It just doesn't crease. So in this way, I don't really have to put it all over the face. Just going with a very little amount under the eyes so it doesn't really crease later on. Around the nose, the laugh line. Because even when you put a moisturizer, a little extra amount of moisturizer on the laugh lines, and you laugh all the time when you talk all the time, what happens is it just gets deposited inside. So I don't want that kind of effect. I want everything to be like properly blended, and that's why just putting it, only where it's needed. And rest, a nice glowing makeup face. And on the eyelids. Now I'm actually done with the base. I'm just gonna set it out with a setting spray and do my regular eye makeup, eyebrows, and the lips. So let's do it. So I'll be using the setting spray from Tarte Double Duty Beauty, the Stay Spray. Spraying it all over and leaving it for like 2 minutes so it settles down totally and becomes waterproof. It smells so good. It smells like cucumber. I love it. Just see my face, a zoomed in version, and you can see it doesn't even look like I've used so many layers of makeup. I've used 2 concealers, I've used a highlighter, I've used a blush which is cream, I've used the contour, I've used the foundation, so many things were there, and it doesn't look layered up. It looks so natural, and that's why a lot of celebrities use this kind of hack. A lot of celebrity artists use it for them, for their movie appearances, and in the movies as well. So the face looks really glowing, and the makeup also looks like no makeup. So I'll be using this brow pencil, the brow base from Anastasia in the shade dark brown. Just gonna fill my eyebrows with it, and I go really soft with my hand in the beginning of my eyebrows because I want to give an ombre effect. And you see, I make stroke by stroke, like it looks very natural this way. You can also use a spoolie, which is this part, it's dual ended, and brush it up. If you have any foundation or any other product left in your eyebrow, you can just simply remove it like this. So you see the difference just by using a spoolie, no product. Anyway, now I'm just gonna fill it up, going with a very soft hand. Remember that it's a very dark color, but you know, when the pressure of your hand is very slow, very soft, it works really well. I like to make my eyebrows thick, so I'm just going thicker and brushing it up, you know, all the product which is there in the bottom. So you see, with so less efforts, you get such good brows. And now I'm going to do my other eyebrow. Now is the time to use a mascara on my eyelashes, and we'll be using this Legit Lashes mascara from Huda Beauty. It's the new mascara that they've just launched, and I really like this one. I tried it 1 or 2 times, I guess, and it was pretty good. I'm just going to use it on my lashes, and the side which I'm using right now, it's the curl and length. I will add volume from the other side after this. Really like how it gives so much of length to my eyelashes. I have decent lashes. I don't have bad lashes, but this side is the ugly one. So let's see how it performs here. One thing is definitely there with the mascaras, that you always have to layer it up. But then some mascaras are there, you know, which are so dry that it's not possible to layer it up. But I don't even like so liquidy formulas. I like it when it's, you know, proportionate. Not so dry, not so liquidy. And when it gives an extreme volume and length. Length, I'm not really sure, but yeah, volume, it's definitely a must. And curls the lashes, you know, that's the best part, because I have very straight lashes, like straight. So I have, you know, and I like the mascaras which curls the lashes without a lash curler. Okay, don't go too crazy with layering it up, because it's gonna get very clumpy and you don't want that for sure. And the last thing that I'm going to use is this lip plumper from Too Faced. The shade is Tangerine Green. The best thing about this lip plumper is it has a tint of peach color also. So, you know, it's like you're plumping your lips and you still have a nice, beautiful, very soft kind of stain, which looks very natural also. Just going to put on my lips, and well, one thing is definitely there. If you have some, you know, if you don't like sensation on the lips, you cannot use this product, because it is definitely going to give you a little itchiness and little sensation, and that's how you know that the product is working, because that's how your lip gets a little plump look. And yeah, I forgot to put my favorite product. Guess what? Swati Cosmetics lenses, the most natural looking shades, and I'm using the shade which is SANDSTONE. So I'm gonna wear my lenses now, so pulling my eye down and put the lenses in. It's so easy. But I would suggest you, if you're a person wearing lenses for the first time, do it before your makeup, because you don't want to ruin your makeup. But if you're a pro, if you know how to wear your lenses and you don't really get the tears, you can do it later on also. I mean, I prefer it later, because you know, when I'm doing makeup, there's powder, there's a lot of other products, mascara. I don't want anything to touch lenses, so when I use it in the end, it's fresh. So even if you're not a pro in wearing lenses, what you can do is you can practice a couple of times and do it later, after wearing your makeup. And this is how the eyes look. You know, you can see this is with the lens and this is without the lens, and it looks so natural that I can't really live without it. And you know, so many times you guys ask me the questions on Instagram, like, okay, which color is gonna look nice on you? Let me tell you, we've got the first ever solution, like, you know, a solution which is where you can try on the lenses. So you go on Swati Cosmetics, which is Instagram, Swati Cosmetics Instagram, and go on the filter part and try on all the colors before buying it for yourself. And hey, that's it, it's done. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you like it. This is the perfect no makeup look, but in a glowing way. If you don't like this much glow on your face, I'm sure you like it too. But if you don't like it, you can just avoid the highlight part and enjoy. And if you use this technique, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and YouTube and let me know, just DM me about this makeup technique that you have used. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, which is here. Even if you're new, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on my future videos. And I'm gonna be back very soon with other hacks and new videos. So till then, goodbye.